On YouTubers, I'm back again with some new stuff. I'm doing a brake booster. As you can see, there is not one in this S10 right now. This is a 2001 crew cab S10. For the people who've seen my older videos, I had a extended cab. That one got crashed, and this is my upgrade, and this one needed a brake booster, so I'm just giving you some tips on how to replace it. Here's the old one over here. And this is where the vacuum goes to the top of the intake manifold, and this is where the master cylinder mounts to. Right here, those two. All you do is just unbolt those two bolts holding the master cylinder onto the brake booster and just slide it off, because it's got flexible steel braided lines on the as you can see, it's got flexible steel braided lines on the brake boosters and not just straight hard lines like the older S10s do, which was smart. To get the inside part off, there's 4 screws on the firewall underneath the dash that you have to get off. They're a little hard to get to, but I managed to get them out. The main one that gave me issues, looking at it from under the dash, these two would be closer to the bottom, those two, and this would be closer to the top. This one was the hardest one to get to, because it's like over top of the lever that actually compresses the vacuum, whatever you call that thing inside of here, and then there's like a metal bracket that goes right over top of the screws at the top of the brake booster inside of the truck, and it's just kind of hard trying to get your hand over there to try to loosen it up. I had to do a mixture of using my hand to loosen it up, because then the bolt gets tight, using a wrench, using a ratchet, back and forth, until I eventually got it off. These 3 I managed to just get off with a these 2 I got off with an extension and a socket, a long socket, and this one I believe I did the same thing. I think I just used an extended socket and just used my hand, but that one's going to be a little bit of a challenge. But it is manageable, because you can see it's obviously out of the truck. This, where the lever to the brake pedal actually mounts to this, there's just a little clip that clips around the piece. I'll show you what it looks like. Here it is right here. This is the clip, and it goes around that piece right there. If my camera clears up. There it is. That piece right there, and that just goes over it. Let's see, like that. And this little tab right here, this little tab, you just use a screwdriver, and you get it. The bolt will be underneath of that tab, so you just use a screwdriver and go underneath of it, pry it up, and pull, and it'll snap right off. It's not hard. It's not hard at all. And then that'll just come loose. And yeah, it's just a matter of pulling the brake booster out. That was a little challenge too. I had to loosen up the ABS system, which were 4 screws, 1 here. There's another one down there, 1 on each side, 1 there, 1 there. And then there's 2 up here, up against the fender, 1 there and 1 there. You take those 4 screws out, and this whole thing will move. It's gonna be a little hard, because the hard lines go into the ABS system, but I just kind of pried it over, and then it's just a matter of just brute strength, just trying to pull it out of this little corner right here. A little hard, but I got it out. And other than that, I mean, there you go. I'm about to go get the new one and put it in now. I figure I'd just do a quick video on how to do it. And you do have to unplug a couple things. I unplugged this, I'm not sure exactly what this is for, but it went over top of the booster to this plug right here. I would unplug this. I unplugged the 4-wheel drive vacuum line and the intake manifold line that goes into the vacuum port right here, the 2-way port. It's not trying. There it is. This piece right here, this is the vacuum line that goes to the intake manifold, and this is the 4-wheel drive one right there, and that's pretty much it. I just pulled the intake manifold vacuum hose for the brake booster straight out of the booster itself, because the new one's gonna come with one anyway. So, and there you have it.